What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I'm waiting for some people to get into the room. What's up, everybody? I'm waiting for some people to get into the room. They have this new live going on. I don't really know how it works, so I'm gonna wait for somebody to get into some people get into the rooms. Oh, there we go. I think that's it. There we go. So today, let's see. Let me put that in the comment section. I don't know if anybody's tuning in as of yet, but I'll give it a few seconds. So I woke up this morning, decided I was going to do this because I woke up this morning doing my Sunday lessons, getting my lessons in, and I decided like, yo, you know what? You a teacher, bruh, so you might as well do this. You might as well educate. As you get filled, you should fill other people up. So I decided I was going to do this morning because I wanted to talk about some of our predecessors of the people who came before us, some of our ancestors who came before us and were left those warnings. Let me turn this around, left those warnings. What's up, Trish? How you doing? Thank you. I'm just waiting on people to come into the room. But some of our ancestors who, I don't know how that's working. Okay, there we go. Some of our ancestors who came before us who basically left these messages and these brilliant passages for us. And I realized that by being an English teacher and knowing African American literature, and just knowing literature in general, I'm privy to some things that some other people may not even heard of, or I think it may be common to me because I'm a reader, but then I realize that sometimes it's not necessarily common to other people. So today I decided I'm on Sundays. It probably won't be every Sunday, so don't hold me accountable to this, but I want people to come in and get this message and listen, and not just listen with your ears, but listen with your mind and listen with your heart. And because if you usually don't tune into things, if it's not funny, you will see people click on it like, oh, he's not talking about nothing funny, and they'll go about. But I'm going to start doing lessons because I'm a teacher. So let's start getting these lessons in as much as we can because we have to pass and transfer information as much as we can. The information is out there. We just have to come get it. What's up, KC? How you doing? Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. But like I said before, the information is out there, so we have to get it. I chose this one to be the first one to kick off this series. Black Man, You Shall Be Great Again by Marcus Garvey. I want you to really think about that. Black man, you shall be great again. We hear that make America great again. Where do you think these people come with these concepts? They come from these things. These things are nothing's new under the sun. But let me not even get on that tangent. And one of the reasons I decided to do this because as a teacher, as an educator, I steal books. Every building I go into, I steal textbooks. They're trying to take textbooks out of the school. That's fine. They want everybody to go electronic and go to computers, but there are books that are not printed anymore. Okay. And those books that are not printed, you can't find them on a Google search. Okay. You can't find them in the library because they no longer printed. And some of them are undocumented publications of African American and African literature that we can't find anymore. So once the books are gone, they're gone. And like I said before, it's one thing to have Google. Google is an amazing tool when you know what questions to ask. But when you don't know the question, that's the problem. We don't know what questions we should be asking. And that's where we have to fill in the gaps with the students who don't know the questions that they should be asking, to the adults who don't know the questions that they should be asking Google. This book I stole from my school this year. It's called the Harlem Renaissance book. It is with preferred leaders. This is where I'm reading this passage from today. It's the Harlem Renaissance book. I think this is still in print, but it's an older book. It has everything from Langston Hughes to Zora Neale Hurston to Countee Cullen to W.E.B. Du Bois to Marcus Garvey, all different kind of passages and poems in it for you to read and get these messages that these Black intellectuals left for us to use. All right. So I'm going to read today. I'm going to read Black Man, You Shall Be Great Again by Marcus Garvey. And like I said before, I just want you to listen. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch me read or anything like that, but I want you to listen. Let me get some water. It's a little lengthy, but I want you to listen. I want you to get these messages. All right. So, Black Man, You Shall Be Great Again. Garvey, founder of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, or the UNI, migrated to Harlem from Jamaica in 1916 and traveled throughout America. Becoming disheartened by the oppression and the prejudice and the powerful speech, he urged his brothers and sisters to be proud of their race. The charismatic Garvey was convinced that Blacks would never be treated fairly in America, and he advocated the building of an independent nation for Black Americans in Africa. By the mid-1920s, he had about 1 million followers. He never did visit Africa, but his message had lasting effects. What follows is a statement of Garvey ideas and belief. He wrote this, he made this speech in 1921, all right? Literally almost 100 years ago, this speech was made. It comes to the individual, the race, the nation, once in a lifetime to decide upon the course to be pursued as a career. The hour has now struck for the individual Negro as well as the entire race to decide the course that will be pursued in the interest of our own liberty. We who make up the Universal Negro Improvement Association have decided that we shall go forward, upward and onward toward the great goal of human liberty. We have determined among ourselves that all barriers placed in the way of our progress must be removed, must be cleared away, for we desire to see the light of a brighter day. The Universal Negro Improvement Association for 5 years have been proclaiming to the world the readiness of the Negro to carve out a pathway for himself in the course of life. We are organized for the absolute purpose of bettering our conditions industrially, commercially, socially, religiously, and politically. We are organized not to hate other men, but to lift ourselves and to demand respect of all humanity. We have a program that we believe to be righteous, we believe to be just, and we have made up our minds to lay down ourselves on the altar of sacrifice for the realization of this great hopes of ours, based upon the foundation of righteousness. We declare to the world that Africa must be free. The entire Negro race must be emancipated from industrial bondage, peonage, and sufferdom. We make no compromise. We make no apology in our declaration. We do not desire to create offense on the part of other races. We are determined that we shall be heard, that we shall be given the rights to which we are entitled. Men of the Negro race, let me say to you that a greater future is in store for us. We have no cause to lose hope, to become faint-hearted. We must realize that upon ourselves, depending our destiny, our future, we must carve out the future, the destiny. And we who make up the Universal Negro Improvement Association have pledged ourselves that nothing in the world should stand in our way. Nothing in the world should discourage us, but opposition shall make us work harder. But opposition shall make us work harder, shall bring us closer together. So what that as one man, the millions of us will march on toward the goal that we have set for ourselves. The new Negro shall not be deceived. The new Negro refuses to take advice from anyone who has not felt with him and suffered with him. We have suffered for 300 years, therefore we will feel the time has come when only those who have suffered with us can interpret our feelings and our spirit. It takes a slave to interpret the feelings of a slave. It takes the unfortunate man to interpret the spirit of his unfortunate brother. And so it takes the suffering Negro to interpret the spirit of his comrade. There is many a leader of race who tell us that everything is well and that all things work out of themselves and that a better day is coming. Yes, all of us know that a better day is coming. We all know that one day we will go home to paradise, but whilst we are hoping by our Christian virtues to have an entry into paradise, we also realize we are living on earth and that the things that are practiced in paradise are not practiced here on earth. You have to treat this world as the world treats you. We are living in temporal marital age and an age of activity and an age of racial national selfishness. What else can you expect but to give back to the world what the world has given you? And we all are calling upon for 400 million Negroes of the world to take and decide a stand and determine a stand, that we shall occupy a firm position. That position shall be emancipated race and a free nation of our own. We are determined that we shall have a free country. We are determined that we shall have a flag. We are determined that we shall have a government second to none in the world. When we come to consider this history of man, was not the Negro a power? Was not great once? Yes, honest students of history can recall the day when Egypt, Ethiopia, and Timbuktu towered in their civilizations, towered over Europe, towered over Asia, when Europe was inhabited by a race of cannibals, a race of savages, naked men, heathens, and pagans. Africa was people who a race with a race of culture back black men who were masters in art, science, and literature. Men who were cultured and refined, men who, it was said, were like gods. Even the great poets of old sang a beautiful sonnets of delight it was afforded the gods to be the companionship with the Ethiopians. Why? Why then should we lose hope? Black man, you were once great, you shall be great again. Lose not courage, lose not faith, go forward. The things to do is to get organized. Keep separated and you will be exploited. You will be robbed, you will be killed. Get organized and you will be compelled the world to respect you. If the world fails to give you consideration because you are black men, because you are Negroes, 400 million of you shall, through organization, shake the pillars of the universe and bring down creation. Even as Samson brought down the temple upon his head and upon the heads of the Philistines. So, Negroes, I say through the Universal Negro Improvement Association that there is much to live for. I have a vision of a future, and I see before me a picture of a redeemed Africa with her dotted cities, with her beautiful civilizations, with her millions of happy children going to and fro. Why should I lose hope? Why should I give up and take back the place in this age of progress? Remember that you are men, that God created you lords of the creation, of this creation. Lift up yourselves, men. Take yourselves out of the mirror and hitch your hopes to the stars. Yes, rise as high as the very stars themselves. Let no man pull you down. Let no man destroy your ambition, because man is but your companion, your equal. Man is your brother. He is not your Lord. He is not your sovereign master. That is the read for today by Marcus Garvey. Black man shall be great again. That is the read for this Sunday. If anybody have any questions, please feel free to type a question or ask me a question. If I can answer the question, I will answer the question. If I can't answer the question, I go, I honestly don't know and probably try to check back in with you. But to get that message this morning from Marcus Garvey, 100 years later, that they're dealing and fighting with the same things in 1921 that they were dealing with in 1821, that they were dealing with in 1721. You understand what I'm saying? That they were dealing with in 1621. Same issues. But if you look at the literature at hand, you will see how 1621 propelled 1721. And 1721 propelled 1821. And 1821 propelled 1921. And 1921 will prevail and push forward 2021. So I want you to keep that at the forefront. Don't give up who you are. Don't give up your hopes. Don't give up your dreams. Don't let nobody take that away from you. You will be great again, black men and women. But black men, you will be great again. They will always try to hunt you down. They will always try to destroy who you are. But you will be great again. That is the word from Marcus Garvey today. Type the name of the book in the comments, please. Hold on, Trish. I sure will. Hold on. It's called The Harlem Renaissance and Perfection Learning is the company. Perfection Learning is the company. No problem. That was the read for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Take that, play that back, listen to those words. Listen to him talking about the greatness of Ethiopia, the greatness of Timbuktu, the greatness of Egypt, and how we taught the world everything. What came from us? Everything you can conceptualize and think of came from black people. That is a word for the day. That should make your spine erect a little more higher. That should make you walk a little higher today. Let your echelon build up. Let that power build up. All right. So think about that. Take those words from Marcus Garvey. Once again, today's Sunday read was from Marcus Garvey, Black Man, You Shall Be Great Again. So I'm going to read, I'm going to keep reading, and next week I'll bring you something else to try to motivate you not only to think differently, but to write and propel and get ready for the great change. There will be change coming soon. Y'all have a good day. I'm Sir Ervin Williams. Peace. No problem, Trish.